as always, we've got merch for the channel. We have our Nerd Creative range and our Stay Creative range. Links in the description. Get whatever you want. Creatives, how are you? Welcome or welcome back to the Nerd Creative channel. Build the Moomin house, box 14, part 8. In this video, we'll be starting issue 55 of the build. Grab yourself a coffee, sit back, relax and enjoy. With every stage of the build comes with component parts and a magazine. These are the component parts for issue 55. So let's have a look in the magazine. Really good shot of the wood paneling on the outside of the model. So we'll be in the last video we started about here. We started here, building the internal wall, the frame for the internal wall of the second floor. In this video we'll be completing that section, and then either in this video, it depends how long this is, we could probably do this, construct this little cupboard in one of the bedrooms. The pirates, they look villainous, but they are not really scary at all. Moomin Mama's maid. The Moomin's new neighbour is Mrs. Fillyjonk, a lover of order. I think we met this character before in an earlier issue. So these are the step-by-step instructions, and that's what we should have when we're finished. And then we've got to paint all these sections for the I think it's a dressing table here. Paint them and then construct them, which we'll probably do in the next video. So what I like to do, as you know, I like to check that what it says we have here, we have here. So I've got quite a lot of framing work, so I'll just get the blister pack opened. So I'm not going to take them all out, I'm just going to take out what we need. So let's see, let's take these straight ones out first. So we've got another vertical strip there. We have 2 A pieces, we have 1 B piece, then we've got a little F which is here. Okay. And then we've got some curvy ones. Get them out. And they are G. There's a G rail. There's an L rail there, and there should be a D rail. Yep, that's the D rail there. And then I'll just check that we've got everything of this. So we've got 2 panels there. We've got a back. We have a top. Then we've got left and right side there. And then we've got legs there. So we've got everything there. So I'm just gonna put them aside because I'm not gonna be using them in this video. So we've got everything we need to start the build. So let's begin. So I'm just gonna get some cocktail sticks and the wood glue. Get prepared. So we take the B rail, which is this. There's only one of them, and there's a short side at the top and a longer side at the bottom. So make sure that that is always at the bottom there, like that. So we set it there, and then we get this D rail here, and you see where it's curved like that. So the way it has to go is it has to go like that, with the D at this side here. So we just turn it, and then we just have to glue those two together like that. So I'm probably going to need clips as well. So I'm going to get some clips out as we start to construct. So So I'm going to put it on here. I'm just going to put some glue on here. Come into the end of the glue on this, but I'm not going to open a new one. Okay, so we'll just start spreading that around and then take the excess off like that. There. And then basically all we have to do is we just have to slot those two together like that. It's a little bit messy there, but that's fine. I'm going to use a clip to clip them two together. Just want to make sure that they're in the right position and clean up the glue. We just need to clip these two together like that. There. Just clip them two together and let them dry. Just going to clean up the excess glue. I don't really need to because it's not going to be seen. Just leave them two to dry for a second. Next thing we're going to do is going to take these two A-frames, sorry, these A-rails. One goes here and one goes here. There's an indent at the back there. For sure, you there. You see there, and there. So I'm going to turn it over this way. I'm going to put glue in there and in there. We'll put glue in there and I'll spread it into the other one. Like that. Let's get glue in there like that. And then I'm going to spread it. Just make sure it fills in there like that. And then I'm going to lift some of the glue out and put it in here so that we don't have too much glue. And just make sure I spread it up the sides like that. Then just check it there. So the longest side goes at the bottom. So that goes there, like that. And this one, okay, let's just check. That's the longer side. So the longer side goes at the bottom there like that. Like that there. So I'm just going to clip those two pieces into place. Make sure it's pushed down like that there. And then this. There. That looks really good. Making sure that they're straight. Okay, just let them dry. So while those are drying, I've got to get the L rail, which is here. Just sit it in there. Got to check which way round it goes. Yeah. So the L, where it says L there, I don't know if you can see, L there has to be on this side, and that sits in there. So I need to put glue in there, there, and there in those channels. I'm going to put glue in that one, and a tiny bit in that one. So I'm going to spread it in this channel here and move the excess into this channel here, if I can get in there like that. And then we've got some glue in there already like that, so we can take some more off that and put it in there, and take the L, make sure the L is there, and then we line it up like that. And then clip them together. You've probably seen me clip things like this in the intro, back when I was building the walls for the ground floor. Make sure that's in properly. There, that's it. And the curves go like that. Just let that dry. While that other section over there is drying, I brought the framework we started to build in issue 54. So we've got the G rail here, and you've got to make sure that the G's at that end there, and it attaches like that there, so it slots right into that piece there. Just going to dry test it to make sure it fits. Yeah, so it'll fit like that there. So I just need to put some glue. Just put some glue on there. Like that. So I can get some glue on here, and then round here, like that. As this is all completely dry from the last issue. Okay. And then we just slot these two together, making sure the G's there right next to the join, and then I'm just going to slot them together like that. That's apologize for the noise outside. It's the weekend, so okay. So that's in there. We just need that to dry. I don't think I need to put a peg on there or a clip. I'll leave that to dry because the next stage is we're going to bring this frame and this frame, and we're going to put them together. So this is dry now, so what we need to do is we need to put glue here, here, here on the tops, and then if you look underneath, there's channels, small channels that match. What I might do, I might put the glue in the channels. I'll just flip them both over like that. And then sit them in there like that. That'll be easier. And you make sure, if you can see the curve goes like that, then it dips down and follows on here, dips down and then goes round. So get some glue in these channels. Make sure they're together properly. Put glue in the first and the third one, like that. And then just spread the glue like that. Just take some excess glue from the other two. Make sure we got all the sides like that, and then we just fit these. Once I've fitted them, I'm going to put a clip on them to hold them in place like that. Just line them up. Make sure they're right down to the bottom. Make sure they're lined up properly. There, like that. We'll just leave that to dry. While that's drying, we get this F piece here, and the F has to be pointed upwards like that, and I'll put some glue in there, and it'll create an opening, a doorway opening, which we've done before. Spread that around. Make sure that F is pointed to the top, and then slot that in there, and that in there, like that. I'm going to need to clip them in place. Make sure it fits in. Alright, I'm going to clip the first one in. Like that. And then get the second one in. And clip that in. That. There. It is with pulling a little bit at the bottom. Let me see if I can just straighten that up. I'm going to have to take that clip off second, because it's not lined up properly. There. So just want to make sure that door opening doesn't bow outwards. I think that's pretty bang on. Put that in place and just check that this is, yep, that's in the right place. Just leave that whole thing to dry. Seems like it's pulling out a little bit, you know, like that. Yeah, that's. I'll probably be able to sort that out anyway. Okay, so the last thing we have to do is we've got to put this vertical rail in, and we've got to put it in the same way we put that in. So we've got the flat side there, a flat side there, and then as you can see it's kind of angled. So that would go in there like that. Yeah, that would go right in there like that. It follows the angle round. So I'm going to put glue here all the way down there. It's got to be quite gentle with it while it's still drying. Like that. Whoops. That's crazy. Let's just take that glue off there. Doesn't really matter if that happens because all this gets covered over anyway with wall panellings and then wallpaper. Let's just remove a lot of that glue off there. Okay. Take some of this off. Put it on the edges like there until it's coated. As you can see there. I am trying to keep my desk tidy so I don't get any mess on it, but it's not that easy to do. So all we have to do is we've got to fit this in like that. Like that. And it should fit snugly in there. Just line that up better. I'll leave that to dry. And when it's done, it should look like that. So that's that section finished. I'd like to thank you for your company. I'll see you in the next video. Stay creative.